guys, welcome back. Okay, just making sure my voice is recording. Someone asked me kind of a two-part question. Does Loki love his followers? Yes, that's the simple part. And they asked, how long does it take to hear him? Now that, oh god, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. I believe being able to hear the gods, and I put it in quotation marks because I've never heard the gods out loud. It's not like I'm sitting here and there are disembodied voices speaking to me. For everyone, it works different. It's like some people will call it second hearing, some people call it the mind's ear, whatever. You kind of get messages from time to time. Now, I believe we're all born with this, and I believe society kind of beats us out of it, so we have to kind of learn to reopen it. And I give everyone the same exercise to do. And what it is you visualize, in this case you would visualize Loki before you're going to bed, and visualize asking him your question or something, or whatever you want to visualize, and imagine his response. Now, this does not mean God communication is all in your mind, but it's kind of training wheels to get you there. It's kind of training wheels to get you there. Like if I was actually hearing his voice out loud, I would go to the doctor immediately. I'm not saying it can never happen. It's happened maybe once in a blue moon with Ogu because he wanted to scare me. He was having fun with me. But generally, it's like you can feel a message coming in and your brain interprets it into words. At least that's how it works for me. And sometimes I have trouble reading the message. It's like I'm not sure who it's from and what exactly it is, so I'll ask for clarification. I hate the term God phone because it implies you pick up a device, it's crystal clear, and you're talking back and forth and back and forth. What can happen with the kind of communication we're talking about, hearing things, you can call it telepathy too. I call it telepathy myself. You can start answering yourself in the God's voice. It's entirely possible. And the benchmark for that is if the God's always praising you and you can never do any wrong, no matter what you did, or if the God's always hating on you and you can never do any right, no matter what you did. Those two extremes are usually a signal of, you're answering yourself. Now, there are exceptions to every rule, of course. If you're running around doing terrible things in your God's name and they're scolding you or telling you to change, then yes, that makes sense. And if you're a living embodiment of Mother Teresa and your gods are always praising you, that also makes sense. But most of us, come on, we're a little good, we're a little bad, we're both, and we usually justify our badness. Not too many people want to go around being seen as like the crown prince or princess of evil. Not, especially pagans. We want to look, nice and good and everything so that, people don't judge paganism too harshly. But it can take a long time. If you apply it to, like, say, voodoo, there have been people, it takes some years to start getting messages. Now, I know that's discouraging, but it works. The process works differently for everyone. Some people never hear a voice. They get signs in other ways. They'll hear a song on the radio. They'll notice something in their daily life, and they just kind of know. They just kind of know that it's a sign. And it's easy to second guess this stuff. That's why it's, called a faith, not a science. And I'm not being mean. I mean, you can't scientifically prove this stuff. You just kind of have to take it on faith. But if you do that exercise, if you do the nightly visualization before you go to sleep, because now you should be relaxed, put all your worries aside, do the visualization, and, maybe he'll appear in a dream, maybe he won't. There's no guarantees. Don't start writing me real angry. Why isn't Loki in my dreams? Why isn't Loki speaking to me? It takes time to develop these gifts. There's a reason why a lot of traditions have a year and a day before they'll let someone, fully join a coven or something. A lot of people can't stick it out for the year and the day, and they drop off because, they wanted everything now, they wanted everything today, and that's not how a relationship works. I know it's frustrating when you're first starting out, But very rarely does everybody come into being with a god and have it given to them. If you have come to a god and you have real easy communication and you have everything else, that's good, but like at least I found in my case, that's because I've worked with that god before, and for reasons we all know, I just didn't remember. So, yeah, it can take a while. It's not that Loki doesn't love you, he's not punishing you. I don't hear him 24/7. I know when I'm stressed out or I feel like too many people are demanding stuff of me, I can't hear anything from anyone. He could be shouting through a bullhorn, figuratively speaking, and I still won't hear him. So it's a gift, and it can come and go, and it's not always there when you want it. Sometimes Loki will stand back and let us do stuff ourselves. There's no explaining Loki. There's no like saying why he could be doing something or why he's not doing it. But yes, it can take time. It can take over a year in some cases. If it takes longer, it takes longer. If it's shorter, it's shorter. But no one can hand you a fast pass with the gods. That comes with time. That comes with dedication. It's natural to want it all now, but and I'm not saying I've never been there either, but you learn as you go along that's not how it happens. You have to put the work in. You have to wait. You have to be patient. I know it's hard. There's nothing worse than you're working with a god and you can't hear anything and you're not getting any signs and whatever. That happens a lot of cases. You can have like one communication from a god, never have anything from them again. But if you love that god, you can continue to work with them. So I hope that helps. I know that's probably not the answer the person wanted, but there's no timeline with Loki. It's not like, okay, you've been doing this for 3 weeks. Yeah, he's going to start answering. It varies. People can sometimes never hear the gods, but that doesn't mean that they're not loved or anything. It's just they never had that gift open, and they'll have another gift. So I hope you guys like what you see. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Oh, happy Labor Day, by the way. If you want to talk about not hearing the gods, someone let me get up, get ready in a rush, and run out to the bus stop. I'm waiting there and waiting there, and I see the church sign, Happy Labor Day, and I'm like, what? That was last month. And I'm like, oh, crap. So, yeah, Loki didn't tell me, you want an example. Loki wasn't saying, hey, it's Labor Day, what are you doing getting up? Yeah. They all watched me run out and make a fool of myself. So there you go. It's not a foolproof process. You don't always hear the gods. It's not like you have this back and forth 24-hour conversation. It's a thing that comes and goes, and hopefully it's there when you need it. Okay, guys, see you later. Bye-bye.